Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about carrying capacity. It's an obsession, big time. My greatest fountain pen fear is actually, whether it's rational or irrational, I haven't a clue, but that is going out in the world and running out of ink. I fear running out of ink. In fact, I have yet to finish an ink bottle. For example, Stone Road of Guyon, one of my absolute favorite inks. Look at, I haven't finished the bottle. I'm afraid to use any more of it. I'm afraid to finish the bottle. I don't want to run out of ink. And maybe it's part of this end of the world apocalyptic scenario that is always just a little bit in the background of my head, because I think about these things. Well, if for whatever reason things go crazy tomorrow, I'm assuming in this crazy chaotic world I'll still want to be writing. And so I hoard journals and pens and inks, and pens in particular that have a lot of carrying capacity. So today I have 4 pens in my little tool belt here that have great carrying capacity, from the smallest, which is a TWSBI Mini Piston, to the largest, which is the Opas 88 Demonstrator. So let's take a closer look. Here is a visual of the carrying capacity for each of these pens. We have the smallest, which is at 1.17 milliliters on the left, all the way up to the Big Daddy Opas 88 with a whopping 3.56 milliliters. The ink in the vial below is another example of how much ink that actually is. And just to give you a little more context, this is the carrying capacity for a Sailor cartridge converter, which is 0.68 milliliters. Here is the pen lineup so that you can see the size between the 4 pens and also the filling mechanism. The TWSBI on the far left is a piston filler. Then we have a VAC filler. Pilot Custom is a VAC filler, and the Opas 88 is an eyedropper. The eyedropper is the most basic of filling mechanisms and requires you to actually pour the ink into the body. I just want to take a quick opportunity to show you how to get the most out of your VAC filler. This is a little tip, a little trick that I learned on someone's YouTube channel years ago, and I don't remember who it was, but here we go. So you have your piston knob in the back here with the VAC filler. Once you loosen up the cap, you actually extract the rod. Then you will stick it into your bottle and depress your piston knob, and it fills up. Now, as you can see, there's actually still a lot of room in the barrel for more ink. So the trick is, and do this very carefully, you're going to pull the rod out again. Now, where you see the lack of ink, we're going to move the piston until we cannot see any space in the body. Then, before we depress it all the way, flip it over, stick it into the bottle, and press. Now, as you can see, we have filled it up even more, but there's still a little space. So to get the full fill, we're going to repeat that whole process again. And voila, the whole body is now full of ink and ready for whatever adventure you are about to take. And because no fountain pen video is truly complete without a writing sample, here is just a little bit of that for you. If you have seen one of my more recent reviews on this pen, this is the TWSBI Mini Piston filling fountain pen in the rose gold, you will know it is quite an obsession of mine, and I am still enjoying it. So much so that I went ahead and purchased a TWSBI VAC filler. So this is also a mini because I prefer this size. But the VAC filler has a lot more carrying capacity because the piston actually takes up a lot of space in the barrel. My trusty rusty Pilot Custom 823, which is also a VAC filler. I would love to find this pen with the clear body. It's a Japanese exclusive. You can get it on Pensashi, and one of these days I will make the purchase, but until then I'll just enjoy my amber one. And then the Opas 88, which is massive. The nib is divine. It's a fantastic pen. It takes a whole lot of turns to unscrew the cap. Be forewarned, it's not a quick writer. You can't just pull it out of your pocket and go, but it's really wonderful. And the paper is the Moleskine from the expanded notebook. And that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask below in the comments, and I will see you all later. Happy writing.